is the setting. War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Wyoming Cowboys. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Coach Chang told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Rainbow Warriors ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Back to throw, it's Hughes. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hit the sweet spot on that one, and that'll kick you out of trouble. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on the – he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. Trying the run, it's Barfield. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he puts through the extra point. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Hughes. Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down.
Makes a grab and room to run. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running inside, it's Harris. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. The pitch. Makes it past the marker.
You kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Tripped up for the tackle.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Finding some room. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Rainbow Warriors, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. And they can't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got it behind the line. It's Holman. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Harris. Got enough for the first. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Harris. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking an 8, looking to throw, it's Hughes. Under fire, throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! He got it, beat down in bounds.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Motion from the wideout. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Go, go.
They'll ride the hot hand. At the 35, he's loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Across the 15. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Rainbow Warriors back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. In the red area, it's Rice. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Black 14. Black 14. Go, go.
On the run, it's Barfield. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hasn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go right back to the run. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. DB's right up on the receivers. The run inside. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense off.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Looking for a crease. It's Harris. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Got a little space. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete out of the backfield. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Harris. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Hawaii calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Running inside, it's Barfield. He's there to make the stop. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They've got the screen set up. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job of the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball down.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Off the play fake on first down. Find space on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
On the run, it's Barfield. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Takes the handoff. It's Barfield. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
They'll send the back in motion. The run from the shotgun. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hawaii! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Hughes. Sets up the screen. Could not make his way to the corner. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Holman. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Using the quick game. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pick. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine.
Makes the grab in their space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Harris. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. So now it's second and long. On the move, it's Holman. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind of a...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches, Palmer. Nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. That's caught. It's Barfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He wants to change this route. Finds his big tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack?
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown. And this is a pretty big gamble. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Wyoming sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to pass. It's Hughes. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.